questions 51 through 55 of the ACT 2017-18 math test. Question 51. If the ratio of x to y is 5 to 2 and the ratio of y to z is 3 to 2, what is the ratio of x to z? So let's approach it this way. X to y is the same as x over y. So x over y is equal to 5 over 2. And then y to z is the same as y over z. So y over z is 3 over 2. So we're gonna do a cross product right here. Cross product, some call it cross multiplying. It's the same thing. So we have 2x equal to 5y and 2y equal to 3z. So we are looking for the ratio of x to z. So let's look at let's look for the value of x in this case. We're going to divide by 2 on both sides. So x is 5y over 2. And then we need z here. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. So z equal to 2y over 3. Now we need to find the ratio of x to z, which is x over z. X is 5y over 2 and z is 2y over 3. So we're going to divide. So we have 5y over 2 divided by 2y over 3, which is going to give us 5y over 2 times 3 over 2y. So we have 15y over 4y, which is, we can cross out the y's, and we have 15 over 4. So therefore, we can say that the ratio of x to z is the same as the ratio 15 to 4. That is option E. Which of the following is the solution statement for the inequality below? So we have minus 5 is less than 1 minus 3x, which is also less than 10. So we're gonna subtract 1 from all of the portions of this inequality. So we subtract 1 here, subtract 1 here, subtract 1 here. So we have minus 6 is less than minus 3x, less than 9. We're going to divide everything by minus 3. And we have 2, because we're dividing, the sign has to change, is greater than x and is greater than minus 3. So in this case, to reorder it, we have, so what this is telling us is that x is greater than minus 3 and x is less than 2. So we have x, so we have minus 3 is less than x less than 2. Minus 3 less than x less than 2. That is option H. So a formula for the surface area A of the rectangular solid shown below is A equal to 2LW plus 2LH plus 2WH, where L is the length, W is the width, and H is the height. By doubling each of these dimensions, length, width, and height, the surface area will be multiplied by what factor? So let's start off with this. A is going to be 2LW plus 2LH plus 2WH. So the new surface area, we're going to call it A1. We're going to have 2. L is going to be 2L multiplied by 2W, okay, plus 2L multiplied by 2H plus 2 2W multiplied by 2H. So this is going to give us 8LW plus 8LH plus 8WH. So we want to find out the multiplier factor, so A1. So let's go ahead and factor A1 and A. So A is the same as 2LW plus LH plus WH. A1 is the same as 8LW plus LH plus WH. So if we divide A1 by A to find out the multiplier factor, we have 8LW plus LH plus WH divided by 2LW plus LH plus WH. So this is the same, we cross it out. 8 divided by 2, we have 4. So the multiplier factor is 4, which gives us option B. Number 54, a dog eats 7 cans of food in 3 days. At this rate, how many cans of food will the dog eat in 3 plus D days? So we know the days, so I'm going to put the days on the left hand side. So in 3 days, the dog eats 7 cans of food. So what I like to do here is to find out a unit rate. So in 1 day, we have 7 over 3 cans, and the way we get to that is we divide 3 by 3 to get to 1 day. So we're going to divide 7 by 3 also to get to the unit rate for the number of cans eaten per day. So now we want 3 plus D days. So we're going to multiply 7 over 3 by 3 plus D. So how do we get there? We multiply 1 by 3 plus D to get to 3 plus D. So you also multiply 7 over 3 by 3 plus D to get the number of cans. So this is going to give us 7 over 3 and then 3 plus D. We have 7 over 3 times 3 plus 7 over 3 times D. Now we have these 3 crosses out, so we have 7 plus 7D over 3, and that is going to give us option K. Finally, we have Kelly asked 120 students questions about skiing. The results of the poll are shown in the table below. So in the table, the first question is, have you skied either cross country or downhill? 65 say yes, 55 say no. Question number 2, if you answered yes to question 1, did you ski downhill? 28 say yes, 37 say no. If you answered yes to question number 1, did you ski cross country? 45 say yes, 20 say no. After completing the poll, Kelly wondered how many of the students polled had skied both cross country and downhill. How many of the students polled indicated that they had skied both cross country and downhill. So I'm going to try a Venn diagram here. So I'm going to draw a Venn diagram. So now we have this Venn diagram here. We want to find out, let's call this portion here cross country, and we're going to call this portion here downhill. We want to find out how many students did both. We do know that 28 skied downhill. So this is going to give us, let's assume that the number that did both is going to be X. Okay, so the number that skied just downhill is going to be 28, but remember that also includes the number that skied both downhill and cross country. So for here, I'm going to make this 28 minus X are going to be the number that only skied downhill, and then for cross country we have 45, but that also includes the number that skied downhill as well. So I'm going to make this 45 minus X. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to add up all of this should give us 65 to get us the number that skied either cross country or downhill. So we have 45 minus x, which will represent the number that skied only cross-country. We're going to add x, which represents the number that skied cross-country and downhill. And we're also going to add 28 minus x, which is going to tell us the number that skied only downhill. And this should give us 65 students. So now let's simplify this. We have 45 plus 28 plus x minus x minus x. So this crosses out. This is 65. So 73 minus x equal to 65. And so what we're going to do is we're going to say 73 minus 65 equal to x. So 8 is x. So what we have here is that 8 students actually skied both downhill and cross country. We have option E.